Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace, the way they want to live. They want family, they want love, and they want to live in a society where they know they belong here. They want society to also know that they belong here. They want to walk out their door and not worry that they're going to be treated unfairly, or they're going to get that look like they're not welcome, or that someone's going to try to touch their hair like a zoo animal. Yes, they want they want white people to fix white problems of prejudice and ignorance and all the ways that a wrongful sense of superiority is baked into our society. Yes, they want that to change. Yes, they want acknowledgement for harms done. They don't want us to just explain things away or justify or gloss over things without really listening. But more than anything, they want to be themselves, fully express who they are, love who they are, be with their family, and live in peace. That's it.
This guy gets it. Black people don't want to replace people.
Here is the irony. Black people says leave us alone, but capitalism, racism, and white supremacy never leave them alone. They don't leave you alone when banks deny loans to black neighborhoods. They don't leave you alone when schools underfund black communities. They don't leave you alone when corporations exploit black creativity for profit. So, even if black people wanted to isolate and build separately, the system is designed to interfere, to extract, control, and dominate. The problem isn't contact between race, it's power, who holds it, and how it's used. The goal shouldn't be separation, it should be justice.
All we want you to do is to leave us alone. Let us progress in our own space. We don't want to have to worry about being shot when we come out of our house, when we drive in our car, when we're out in the street. We don't want to have to worry about the police seeing us in a group talking and we get excited and they take it that we're being aggressive. We want you guys to understand that that's how black people express themselves. We talk with our hands and we talk with animation. That does not mean that we're angry or we want to fight. We want you guys to leave us alone. We want you guys to make laws that does not segregate, does not discriminate against us. Because no matter how you look at it, every law that's pretty much on the book, some kind of barrier to our advancement. And despite all of that, throughout the years, we have continued to progress. But now it has gotten to a point now where we're going backwards instead of forward. We're not trying to replace the white people. We're not trying to replace anybody. We just want to stay in our lanes. We understand that white people will never fully be able to compensate us for 400 years worth of free labor. But what you guys can do is make laws that make it easier for us to get loans, for us to get jobs, for us to get in good neighborhoods, programs that help us get off our, get on our feet, because it's hard for us to get on our feet with so much anger and hate built up over generations. It's easy for white people now to say get over it. It's happened in the past, but stuff that happened in the past affects what happened in the future right now. And you can't say don't, because if you did horrible in school, then the one you're doing horrible in life, unless you're lucky or white. It does not work like that for black people. That's all we want you guys to do. Leave us alone. That's it. It's not complicated. We're not trying to fight with you. We don't want to go to war with you. We don't want to do anything. We can live together, because if you notice, we don't make laws that discriminate against white people, but you guys make laws that discriminate against everybody unless they're white. That's all we're asking for. This guy gets it. This guy truly gets it, and we want the rest of you guys to get it. We're not trying to fight with you. All we want you to do is to leave us alone. Let us live in peace, and we all can enjoy America. You guys have a great day.
Child, let me make this plain. We never asked to be with white folk. Not mixed in, not assimilated, and not integrated. Baby, we was already building our towns, our schools, our communities, our businesses long before segregation became a law. We were creating spaces to thrive, to care for our own people. We've always said, leave us alone. In other words, y'all do you, we gonna do us. We were thriving, building, and living on our own terms. What we said was, leave us alone with the money we've contributed to taxes, money that was stolen from us and poured into their communities, their schools, their futures, while our schools were defunded, denied, and left dilapidated. But instead of leaving us alone, they destroyed what we built and burned it all down. No apology, no repair. And when we rebuilt again and again, you erased our progress and called it integration. Maybe something we never asked for. And if we keep it a buck, integration was not about equality. It was about control, about access, and about stealing our brilliance and colonizing everything we created. We lost our schools, our towns, our businesses. And somehow, after all of that, we made progress. But let's be clear. Proximity to whiteness is not liberation. It's not safety. It's not love. It's exploitation. It's erasure. It's us being taught to silence ourselves in classrooms, on teams, in relationships, just to survive. And baby, that's not what we asked for. And I need Black folks to hear me when I say this. Proximity to whiteness means danger. We are not safe. Our kids are not safe. And our bodies, damn sure, ain't safe. But for white folks, proximity to us means draining our creativity, our brilliance, and our joy. They extract our style, our soul, and our magic, and they repackage it without us. So, baby, when they say they're rebranding all white towns, which, let's be honest, never left, baby, I'm not mad. My soul is rejoicing. Hallelujah. Because maybe, just maybe, we'll finally be safe after all. So go home. Get. You won't be missed. Happy Black History 365. And I'll see you next time.
Y'all, Black Americans are playing a cold ass game right now, and motherfuckers do not know what to do with this shit. When I tell y'all we got people lost in the motherfucking sauce, we got people lost in the motherfucking sauce, y'all. And you know what I think it is? You know why I think we got people lost? Because we all keep saying it, right? We all keep saying Black Americans have this thing where we can telepathically communicate with each other. We don't have to talk. We don't gotta do none of that. Okay? We all reading the tea leaves. We all see what's going on, and we all thinking the same thing. It's like when we don't even know each other. We just be in a room together and something happened and we'd be like, that's what we're doing. And so you got people running around like, we need to organize. Bitch, we already organized. We trying to figure out why the fuck you wasn't at the meeting. How'd you miss it? We need to plan. We need to get prepared. We already planned it. We already prepared. How the fuck did you miss it? That lets us know that something real off with you. Cause how you missing all the meetings? How you not getting the downloads that the rest of us is getting? Why are you disconnected from the source? Why you ain't got the thing that we all got, right? So they still running around trying to fearmonger, trying to throw shit on the wall, trying to get us outside. We not coming outside. I don't even feel like we need to explain why we not coming outside, because I feel like anybody that's really down with Black American people know good and motherfucking well why we not coming outside. Like, I literally seen this video earlier today of this white woman, and she was explaining the whole thing. When I tell y'all that lady nailed that shit, Her whole take was completely accurate, even though I was like, come on now, you're a little too loud because you really calling the play and you need to shut the fuck out. But, you know, we're going to let you do what you do or whatever, because hopefully not too many people see this shit. I hate to say that. I want people's content to be seen, but not that one. Okay, because she was too accurate. of what the fuck was going on. Okay. She even used, I like to compare things to like narcissistic relationships. She said Black Americans have been in a narcissistically abusive relationship with the American government. So they know more about what is going on right now and more about what the government is doing and more about what tactics will be rolled out ahead of time, and they are already maneuvering. And she was even talking about the resting thing. She was like, they said resting, but it doesn't really mean resting, right? It's not, that's not what it means. But what it means is they not all outside with what the fuck they got going on. They not all outside talking. Okay, they know everything. Nobody needs to get up here and explain shit to them. They know more than all of us do. Because they have been dealing with this. She was like, basically the glimpse that we are receiving now of this system, they have seen the full head and tail of the beast a long time ago. Okay. So she was like, things that they're doing is not making sense to those who don't get it and those who cannot fathom the depths of the depravity that they have experienced and have seen. And that's what Black Americans are basically developing their strategy from. And so she was like, if anything, she was like, it's one of those situations where she's like, how like they say when Black people run, you run. She's like, it's like that. She's like, I'm not running until they run. They ain't running. If they not running, why the hell am I going to listen to someone telling me to run? If someone's telling me to run and I see that Black Americans ain't running, I'm going to sit the hell down. Because they know more about what is going on, but they're not vocalizing it to y'all. When honestly and truthfully, she was like, Black people shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to. Black people shouldn't have to come out here and tell y'all what the fuck to do when really you're going to argue with them and say they don't know what they're doing or what they're talking about. She's like, because basically that's what y'all do anyway. They're resting. They're not doing anything. She's like, they're doing a whole fucking lot. It's just not on Front Street. And I was like, girl, you better talk, girl. Better talk, because that's it. We know a whole lot of what's going on. Black Americans are not stupid, dumb, deaf, dumb or blind, none of that. We know more about what's happening next than y'all do. Okay? So we trust our path. We trust our path, but Black Americans, don't y'all get caught up in this shit. It's other Black groups, other POCs trying to drag us in shit. Stick to hold the motherfucking line. I know I don't have to tell y'all that, but hold the motherfucking line, baby. Hold the line. These people trying to get us in some shit. They trying to put the target on our back. Hell no. Hell the fuck no. We ain't going out like that. Okay? We ain't going out like that. Have a good day. We up still. And we already knew the bullshit ass tactics that they was going to do. So these people need to stop making these videos thinking that this little bullshit going to get us to come outside. No, we already knew. We know their wrath better than y'all do. We know their tactics and shit better than y'all do. Have a good day.
Since y'all started it, then hold it. Don't play with us Africans, period. First of all, we don't care about, we don't think about y'all. We don't sit around, I have to keep saying this, we don't sit around our dinner tables bringing y'all up. We don't just come on camera and get podcast equipment just to talk about what y'all got going on. We don't. We finally entered the chat because y'all been doing this for years on the internet and y'all do it in real life. And now we're telling y'all to leave us the fuck alone. If you left us alone, there would be no problem. You walk down the street, I'd see you like I see everybody else and keep it moving. Or I wouldn't see you like I don't see everybody else and keep it moving. Like, I have friends from everywhere. Those who are my friends, I interact with, I talk to, we cool, we chill. But outside of that, no Black American people, we don't really give a fuck about anybody outside of us. We really don't. We really just want to be left alone. But everybody cannot keep us out of their mouths. Y'all can't keep us out of your minds. We live rent free in everybody's minds. There would be no issue. Have good customer service and shut the fuck up. Leave us alone. When do we just start with y'all? We don't. Everything y'all hear us say and do now is a reaction to the blatant disrespect, to constantly being brought up. Other than that, leave you alone. Don't play with y'all. Bitch, who is you? Who is you cool? Y'all got it confused. Y'all keep coming for us, not the other way around. Don't ever think anybody's just sitting at home wondering what you're doing in your hometown, watching you on TV. That's not happening. Relevance to Brooklyn Way.
At the end of the day, leave us alone isn't about hate. It's about peace. It's about wanting peace to breathe in the world that's been pressing down for centuries. But real peace doesn't come from silence. It comes from justice. It comes when systems change, when equalities isn't a dream, and when being black doesn't mean constantly having to explain your existence. So if you really want to live black people, start by leaving behind the system that harmed them, because freedom isn't isolation, it's liberation. Thanks for watching. If this made you think, hit that like button, share it, let's keep having the conversation that matters.